Okay, folks, you're a glutton for punishment when you're tuning into my channel because you know I'm gonna keep it real. You probably ain't gonna like this one either, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. And these are things that I think are just so stinking ugly. I hate them. And a lot of you probably have this stuff in your house. So I'm here to help you. Now, if you love this stuff in your house, then just keep it. But if you're going to sell your home, I'm gonna highly suggest you get rid of it. Let's get into it. All right, this is in no particular order, but definitely top of the list is that fake wreath. You know, the plastic ones with the plastic ivy or the whatever greenery, and you hang it on your front door and the sun comes down and bleaches it out. So those green leaves are now turquoise. And in the plant world, turquoise is not a real color. And so the buyers come up and the first impression they have when they come to the house is this fake, just beat up, tired looking, nasty wreath. It's ugly. Get rid of it. And I can't tell you how many homes I've been in and I take that thing down and I hide it under a bed. I'm like, ugh. And then the next thing I know, it resurrects and it's sitting back on that front door. Not a great look. And when we're taking photos of your house, we want a clean look. We don't want this colorful, turquoise leafed, tired looking thing on your front door. And if you have to have a wreath, then let's get one that's all green, or something of natural fibers, or something dried, like all the same color, nothing fake with bright colors. I know you think it makes it look whimsical and happy. It doesn't. Get rid of it. Better to have nothing than a dirty old tired turquoise wreath hanging on your front door. Now, a lot of you have fake plants in your home, and same thing applies. You might have that fake plant sitting by a window and you just don't notice it, but the leaves are turquoise because it's been bleached out by the sun. So it's an ugly look. It's a tired look. So go around, go check out all your fake plants. And if they have turquoise or sun bleached or look really bad because you never really paid attention, get rid of it. And by the way, I don't dislike fake plants for selling your home. I just don't like dirty, dilapidated, it needs to go see plant heaven kind of plants in the house. Not a good look. Okay, this next one, I know I'm going to make a lot of people angry, especially you men out there. And that is that dang, stinking, ugly lazy boy. Whether it be a couch or a chair, I don't care. Anything lazy boy's ugly in my book, okay? Now, when you are living in your home, that has got to be a very well-built, constructed piece of furniture. It's probably the most comfortable thing out there. And it's ugly. And it's usually oversized for the room. And a lot of these lazy boys have been around for years because they last forever, because they're well-built and they're dirty and they're nasty. I'm not saying you have to get rid of your lazy boy, but if you do have options like, oh, I'm going to buy a new couch because I'm going to sell my house, don't buy a lazy boy. And if you already have a lazy boy and you're going to be moving anyway, then go find it another home and let's get us a grown-up couch. I'm kidding. Just have your realtor stage it for you. That's what they should be doing anyway. But I'm sorry, lazy boys, not a good look. They're ugly. Why do we not have closet doors on our closets? I don't understand that. We want to hide all the colorful clothing behind the doors. It makes it nice and clean. A lot of you tear those closet doors off. Still don't know why. Or you put like a curtain or something and you just kind of have to move it over. Like, people, we're grown-ups. We put closet doors on our closets. If you don't, it's an ugly look, okay? So I've been seeing some pretty ugly window treatments, and the good news, it's an easy fix. You just take them down and throw them away. The ones that I really just can't stand, and a lot of you have spent a lot of money on, but they're extremely tired and ugly, are plantation shutters. What I don't love about these older plantation shutters is a lot of these things don't even stay in the right place anymore. The slats are missing, or they're not connected, or they're drooping, but you won't remove them because you spent so much money on them 40 years ago. I'm telling you, take them down, throw them away. I still don't understand the concept of these plantation shutters. I feel like I'm in jail, right? Some of you have some really beautiful views or some beautiful sunlight that can come through, but you can't if you have those plantation shutters. Now, I have some in my house in certain areas because I just don't want to see certain things. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you are just like, hey, I'm going to put it throughout my entire house, or the louvaliers that are collecting all that dust, or the vertical blinds, or the lace curtains that are hung too low, they're dirty. Like, all that's no good. It's ugly. Just get rid of it. Let your next buyer go purchase their own window treatments. If they're dated, it's ugly. I know you spent money on it, but promise you, it's dating your house and it's ugly. Let's talk wallpaper. Wallpaper is not trending when you're selling your home. I know. I love wallpaper. I have a lot of areas in my house wallpapered, but that old granny style wallpaper, back in the day, we used to do this where we take a border and we would do like a border around the top of the ceiling instead of crown molding, or we do a chair rail with these little moldings, wallpaper moldings. Those are ugly. Take them down. They're dating your house. In general, we don't love wallpaper on the walls because it's a certain style. Get rid of that wallpaper if you can, especially if it's the dated kind. And if you have put wallpaper up in your house in the last couple of years and it's kind of cool and adds texture, then keep it. But what I'm really trying to let you know is that older style wallpaper is not trending. It's ugly. I know you probably don't notice it, but most of your buyers do. And when they go to, purchase your home, they're going to be like, oh, that's going to be a lot of money taking all that wallpaper down. So either paint over your wallpaper or take it down. That's my recommendation because it's ugly. This is that pink and black granite that was everywhere. And it's probably the cheapest thing out there. Like, folks, that is just flat out ugly. If it's in your house and you have a budget to do some improvements, I highly suggest you get rid of it because it darkens the room and it has "I'm cheap" granite written all over it. Now, if it's in your house and it still looks good, your buyer is probably going to want to rip it out and replace it. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just telling you that, you don't have to agree with me. I'm telling you what I hear from buyers. This is not something that I would suggest you pick if you are doing upgrades in your home. The other hard material that I see a lot that was back in the Tuscan era is we had this really bright yellow or orange travertine. Like, it's really bright. I did it in my house back in the day because I thought it was really cool. Your buyers don't love it. So just know, and don't get your feelings hurt if you're selling your home and they're like, this is just ugly, I gotta rip it out. Because more than likely they will. Anything stenciled needs to go. A lot of you are like stenciling roses or geometric shapes in some of the bedrooms or bathrooms. I promise you it's not trending. It doesn't look good. And I know there's always an exception to every rule, but more than likely, this is not one that there's many exceptions. Get rid of your stenciling. Let's talk ugly lighting. I hate that boob light, okay? The ones that are in your closet probably or down the hallway or in the laundry room or even in your dining room. Like, they're everywhere. I don't know who came up with that, but I hate that boob light. It just dates your house, okay? Your buyers notice it. Just get rid of it. You can go buy some cheaper ones even on Amazon to replace it. That Tuscan chandelier too, with all the squirrely whirlies and the globes that are like a dark, like amber. It's really dark and heavy. There's a lot of beautiful wrought iron Tuscan chandeliers, but you guys know the one I'm talking about. The one that was cheap that you might have bought at Home Depot. A very good investments you can make in your house is changing out the lighting. If you have dated lighting, it's just ugly. Ugh, get rid of it. Now, a lot of you live in homes like this. And, I lived in this home too when I was, being raised, where everything matches. So you go into the bedroom and the headboard matches the dresser, matches the nightstands, matches the armoire. And then you go to the dining room and you got the dining room table with the same dining room manufactured chairs with the hutch, the heavy hutch that's got to be in that corner. And then you go into the family room and the couch that has the love seat, that has the ottomans and the side chair, and they're all the same fabric. Everybody's got their bed in the box and, that floral pattern, which I love florals actually, but you know what I'm talking, any type of pattern bedspread that matches the shams and has the ruffles on it and it's all the same, very tidy and organized. All I'm saying is when you sell your home, it's ugly, okay? I would take some of that out. I would change it up so it's not so matchy-matchy. Elevates it a little bit more, and we've got to realize that your first showing is online, so those pictures do matter. And matchy-matchy, not so much in anymore. I don't want to argue about this next one, but I absolutely detest table runners. I hate that. Or where you put placemats on the table. Like, no, nothing on the table. And if you want to put something on the table, it should be one piece of something rather, whether it be a floral arrangement, candlesticks, or a tray of some sort. But we don't want runners. Runners are ugly. It dates the house. I hate runners. Quick little break. If you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, because I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know it's a lofty goal, but you're not going to believe this. I'm at 70,000 subscribers as the time of this recording. All right. Thanks so much for your support. Let's get back into it. Holiday decor is ugly when you're selling your home. In fact, hold on a second. Okay. So spring's in the air, right? So I love these. These are my cute little eggs, and I have a really big pink one. I got these from Pottery Barn. They're darling, right? It makes me happy. But when you're selling your house, you don't put little Easter eggs and bunnies or any other holiday decor out there. Because if you take pictures with this stuff, guess what happens? If your house is on the market for a while and now we're in fall It's already dating the pictures online. Not to mention, most of the holiday decor is tacky, it's bright. Now, some of you can do it very classy. I'm not trying to put you down, but we don't take pictures and we don't show our house with the holiday stuff in there. I know, it's hard. It's hard. It makes me happy. I do it, but if I was selling my house, I wouldn't put holiday decor up. Now, I'm a big lover of books. And in fact, it's one of my favorite things to decorate with is these beautiful coffee table books, right? If you ever want to know what to get Audra Lambert for any type of holiday or birthday, whatever, get me a really pretty book. I can never have enough of those things. But nonetheless, a lot of you have paperback books and you put them very neatly in these bookshelves. Now, a lot of you have really colorful bookshelves where you organize it with all these different colors and it can look fantastic, but most of you don't. And most of you love just sticking them in those shelves and they're messy. So when you're going to sell your home, if you don't want to get rid of your paperback books, just turn them around, right? Just show the paper showing. Now you're like, well, how am I supposed to know where my books are? Trust me, they're in the bookshelf. You're not reading them anyway. This is only to sell your home. But we want to make your house look as neutral as possible. Because when you have these disorganized bookshelves, it's ugly. So get rid of those paperback books or turn them around where the spine is facing in, not out. Let's talk collectibles. A lot of you love to collect things, whether it be carousel horses or stuffed animals. I collect fragrances and costume jewelry, if you can believe it. A lot of you have a lot of collectibles, and it makes for a very messy room. It looks very distracting. My mom actually collects these dolls, right? These weird dolls. Just not a good look. Looks messy. It's a little personalized. So if you have those collectibles, take them down. I promise you, it'll make a world of difference. And although when we're living in our house, they feel very comforting to us, it's not a good look when you're going to sell your home. Trust me on this. I mentioned this in a few videos, but they're still not going away. So we're going to have a conversation right now. And that is those stinking Kleenex boxes. Okay. A lot of you buy those Kleenex boxes with the floral design or some pattern on it, and you have them placed throughout your entire home, which I don't understand. What do? Just walk by like, I'm going to go grab a snot rag and blow my nose and throw it away. I don't understand why these Kleenexes are all over the house, okay? It's ugly, it's distracting, and your buyers are coming in going, why? Whoa, why? What? Is there an unhealthy seller here? Is there something toxic going on around this area? You guys get rid of your Kleenex boxes. They can be in the bathrooms. If you're selling your home, I prefer all that stuff going underneath the sinks. The worst smell I've ever smelled for cleaning products is this stuff called Fabuloso. I hate that stuff so much. I hate it. And a lot of the cleaning crews out in California, I don't even know if you have that in your area, but it is the worst smell ever. And whenever I smell it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to kill me. It smells like toxic crap. I hate the smell. So if you are cleaning your house, please do not use that cleaner. I know you probably don't even realize how bad it smells. It's horrible for me. Just use soap and water. Do not use icky smelling cleanser, and especially Fabuloso. It is the ugliest cleaning smell product out there. I hate that stuff. Okay, I know that was a tough video, and I don't want to make fun of you. I'm just here to help and support you. And who better to tell you the truth than Audra Lambert? And a lot of you out there are like, why should we listen to her? What does she know? So I'm going to tell you. Look, check this out. So I went to my awards banquet this last week, and look, I won all these super duper awards because I'm one of the top selling agents in good old Orange County, California. It's very hard to be competitive out here because there's so many agents. These are the big company overall awards. I killed it last year. And I just want to say thank you because I do attribute a lot of my success to the people who are watching and supporting me online. I just can't even tell you how grateful and how appreciative I am to all the kind words and all the comments and all the support that you guys have generated over the years for me. So much appreciation. And I do hope that I am adding value and helping you when you're selling or buying a home. I know the stuff I say isn't easily received, but I'm here for you. And of course, you all know that my #1 goal is to get one of those YouTube 100,000 subscriber plaques. So if you wouldn't mind, subscribe to my channel, help a girl out. All right, thanks so much for watching this video and watching my channel. I'll see you in the next one.